You see, when I was at the community garden, I heard Gardener Mary talking about how the garden needed money to make it even better so that people could have food. I thought about that and came up with an idea. Remember how I love to fly kites? Well, what if we had a bunch of people get together and have a kite fly-off? I kind of made that up, but it just means see how long you can fly your kite. Can you imagine? Hundreds, no, thousands of kites flying in the air. People could sponsor, that means give money, to certain people and their kites. And the money could go to the community garden. I'm drawing up plans. Oh, I need your help. What should I call it? Calli's Kite-a-rama? Yeah, maybe not. Oh, how about Calli's Crazy Blazy Kite-a-mazy Party? Nah. Oh, yeah, you're right. That's not it either. How about Calli's Kite Extravaganza? No, that's not it either. Wow, I can't even come up with a name. Maybe I can't do this at all. Maybe a kite fly-off isn't such a great idea. Maybe there isn't anything I can do to help the community garden raise money. I gotta think about this while we hear today's Bible story.
It's time for today's Bible story. It comes from the book of 2 Kings, chapter 5. This story begins with a man named Naaman. Naaman was a great general in the army of a place called Aram, but he was very sick and in a lot of pain. He heard that there was a man somewhere in Israel who could heal him. Because Naaman was an important man, the king of Aram sent a message to the king of Israel. He asked for help to make Naaman all better. The king of Israel was very confused and thought this was all some kind of trick. Elisha heard about the message, and he knew right away that Naaman was looking for him. Elisha told the king to settle down and send Naaman to him. So Naaman, the great general, rode with his horses and chariots to the small little hut that Elisha lived in. Elisha didn't even come out to greet Naaman. Instead, he sent a servant to tell Naaman to go take a bath in the Jordan River. Naaman was mad because Elisha didn't come out to see him. After all, Naaman was a very important man. He probably thought Elisha would come out and pray with him. But that's not all. Naaman got even angrier because he thought the Jordan River was dirty and gross. There were far better rivers where he lived. How could this man and that river be used to heal him? Naaman stomped off angry, but the men with him asked him a really good question. They asked him, if Elisha had told you to do something really difficult, would you have done it? Naaman said, of course. So they told him, why not try this really easy thing? Who knows? It could work. That made sense to Naaman. So he went and took a bath in the Jordan River, like Elisha said. And he was healed. Naaman thought that the Jordan River and this man from Israel in a small little hut couldn't possibly be what God would use to heal him. But Elisha knew God could use anyone to do anything. He knew, I can be used by God.
Well, friends, I wasn't sure I could help the community garden with my kite-off idea, but that Bible story was just what I needed to put the wind back in my sails. Or kite. I was struggling with a name, but it was right in front of me. Calli's Kite-Off for the community garden. I like it. I just finished the sign that my mom said she'd have printed and copied and posted everywhere. Check it out. I hope people come. We did it! Calli's Kite-Off is a hit. Gardener Mary said we raised more money than we needed to make the improvements to the community garden. Just think of all the fruits and veggies, all the food that will go to people who need it. And God used me. and a kite to do that. I guess our big idea is really true. I can be used by God. That means you too, friends. Do you have any great ideas about helping others? I bet you do. Remember, you're not too small to make a difference. Thanks for learning and growing with me. It's been so much fun. See you next time. Okay, here we go. And up, up, and away! Bye, friends!
Hi, it's me, Carl. Welcome to Grow TV or whatever.
Welcome to Grow TV! Hosted by Carl, where we have fun with our friends, talk about Jesus, and go over everything the Bible has to offer. Now once again, welcome to Grow TV!
Oh, look who it is! Here to gawk at the man in the balloon, huh? Come to make fun of the floating sweater man who's stuck in the ozone layer. Well, go ahead. No one's stopping ya. I've run out of food. I've run out of pride. I've got nothing left for you little chicken nuggets. Oh, wait, that's not true. Here's one more thing. My glasses. Why don't you take them? Actually, this was a bad idea. I can't see a thing now. Can I have them back, please? Come on, seriously, I can't see. Oh, wait, I think I carry an extra pair in my socks. What? No, it's in my pocket. Anyways, where were we? Oh. Oh yeah, I'm going bonkers. I'm serious, I've been up here for more than 2 weeks. I'm starting to forget what it was like to live on Earth. What did grass feel like? What sound did a waterfall make? No, that's not it. I forgot how to laugh. Don't believe me? Watch. See? I'm losing it. Man, if I ever get back to Earth, and that's a big if, what am I going to do with myself? I'm useless now.
Hey, easy there, bud. That's my best friend you're talking about.
Katie, what are you doing here?
I just figured I'd check in on you. Still in the air, huh?
No, this is my bathtub. Yes, I'm still in the air, Katie. I think it's pretty obvious I'm still stuck in the air.
All right. Someone woke up on the wrong side of the basket. Just kidding, Carl. You know, even stuck in the air, you're not useless, right?
Oh, really? How'd you figure that, Miss Smarty Pants?
Well, first off, no one is useless, so jot that down. And secondly, I think God made it pretty clear in 2 Kings chapter 5 that we all have an important role as followers of God.
Well, I wouldn't know that because I've been too busy this week to read the story.
Busy with what? Pouting?
I don't pout. So what happened to the story?
Well, it focuses on this great man named Naaman from a place called Aram. He was a mighty warrior that many people admired. There was only one issue.
People had a problem pronouncing his name?
Nope, he had leprosy, which was a disease that was fairly common back then. It caused the person who had it to have sores and bumps all over their body. It wasn't comfortable at all, and Naaman didn't like it one bit.
Well, that's a bummer. I don't like this story.
Well, just wait. There was this girl who worked for Naaman's wife. She said that there was a man who could help him heal in Israel.
Oh, who?
I'm getting there. So when Naaman had heard this, he went to the king of Aram to ask if he could send a letter to this man in Israel. And the king said, of course. So they sent a letter to the king of Israel asking about the man who could heal Naaman.
Oh, well, who is this mystery man? I think I know, but keep going.
Now, when the king of Israel got the letter, he kind of got upset.
What? Why?
Well, he thought that the king of Aram was trying to pick a fight with him. Who could possibly help heal someone who has leprosy? Surely this was some kind of elaborate trick. But little did he realize, there really was someone in Israel who could help Naaman.
Batman!
Good guess, but it was our good friend Elisha.
Hey-o, Elisha in the house!
So Elisha told the king to tell Naaman to come to Israel and he would help him. And once Naaman showed up, he asked Elisha what he had to do to be healed, and the man couldn't believe what Elisha said.
What did Elisha say? What did Elisha say?
Well, he actually sent a messenger to Naaman, and he told the man to go dip himself into the Jordan River, not once, not twice, but 7 times.
Do you stink that bad?
No, it's just what Elisha knew he had to do to be healed. But the man got angry. He didn't understand why Elisha would have him travel such a long way just to do something so simple. He was convinced it wasn't going to work and that it was all just a waste.
I mean, to be fair, it doesn't sound like it would work. But doesn't the man have faith that God could work through the words of Elisha? After all, he was a prophet.
Exactly. So Naaman's servants went up to him and tried to convince him. They told Naaman that if Elisha would have told you to do something big and difficult, then wouldn't you have done it? Then why not do something that's as simple as going into the river and dipping yourself in the water 7 times?
They make a good point. What did Naaman decide to do? Go home or listen to Elisha?
Well, what would you have done?
To be honest, I'd have my doubts too. But at the end of the day, we have to trust God and the people that God speaks through.
Exactly. And that's what Naaman did. He went into the river and dipped himself in that water. And when he came out that 7th time, the leprosy was gone.
Gone? Like gone?
Gone.
Woohoo! Hallelujah! That's amazing.
Right? And that's why I wanted to remind you of that story, because look at all the people involved. The girl who told him about Elisha, the king who allowed him to write the letter, the king who received the letter, and the servants who convinced Naaman to go into the Jordan.
Wow, I guess you're right. Without all those people, Naaman would have lived the rest of his life suffering.
Exactly. But God chose to use all those people to prove that everyone is someone God can work through, and that faith can change everything.
Wait, so are you saying this is like the same for us today?
I sure am. You see how God worked back then? God is just as active today, if not more, because now we have the Holy Spirit to guide us every day.
Wow, you're so right. No matter how stuck or unimportant we may feel at times, we can all be used by God in big ways.
Well, kids, I have a big and huge idea for you today, and it's this. I can be used by God. So what I want us to do is to say it as loud as you can. I want everyone, even the people flying in the planes through the air, to hear you. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I can be used by God! Yes, you can. Now, I don't know about you, but
I did it!
what's wrong, Carl?
I landed! I finally landed!
No way. How did that happen?
Well, my buddy Andy threw up a fishing line and pulled me down. It's a miracle! I'm gonna go eat 20 pounds of chicken nuggets and go hug my mama now. How do I get out of this?
Well, tell her Sam says hey. Well, it looks like God is taking care of everything once again. You all have an awesome week. I'll see you next time.
Thank you for watching, and tune in next week for a new episode of Pro TV.
Colossians 3 verse 2. Set your minds on things above, not on earthly things.